Good morning and welcome back to BIFA TV, your daily dose of industry information. Today we're joined once again by Ian Matheson for this week's What the Papers Say. So Ian, thank you so much for joining me this morning. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you, Brooke, and I hope you are too.
Yep, no, all good, thank you. So what have we got coming up for this week's episode?
Well, we've got quite a bit again, and as you know, Brooke, there's been quite a bit of media coverage about the problem of freight crime,
Yes.
and as you know, it's highly disrupted.
Hmm.
It has a huge impact on supply chains and businesses, and it carries quite a lot of consequences, and it's getting worse.
Yeah, of course. And to kind of tackle that, I know that BIFA, we've re-engaged with Navisis, haven't we, to kind of bridge that gap between the industry and also the police and around it, haven't we?
That's right, yeah. And also, we should remember that that BIFA, in conjunction with the Road Haulage Association, is actually supporting the freight crime bill that's going through
Yeah.
Parliament at the moment. I think it's due to have its second reading in the House of Commons on September the 12th, I think it is.
Yeah, and I know kind of the main thing of that is looking to kind of improve the recording and also the investigation of freight crime, isn't it?
That's correct, yeah, Brooke. Yeah, and what we need now, and I know that Beef has been vocal about this already, is for members to actually write to their MPs
Yes.
to encourage them to support the bill. We've even provided a template letter that's available for download from the news item that's on the BIFA website,
Yep.
and it can also be found, I think, in the link that you'll put in this episode.
Yes, we'll put that in the description. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also, in fact, a link that a member can use to find their local
Mhm.
MP if they don't know who it is or who she is.
Yeah, of course. I know with that, our kind of we've got three kind of key things for that, and that's getting a dedicated crime code, tougher sentencing, and also kind of getting more funding for NAVSIS to make sure that projects like this can continue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So away from freight crime, we go over to the ocean shipping environment,
Yep.
and I've noticed that for the 12th consecutive year, Singapore has emerged as the world's top maritime centre in
Mhm.
a report that was published jointly by the Chinese state news agency Xinhua
Mhm.
and the Baltic Exchange.
I know this is the report that kind of ranks shipping centres based on kind of business factors in the environment as well, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of port factors
Yeah.
and things like that. And actually, Brooke, I'm pleased to report that in addition to listing Singapore as the leading global maritime centre, London appears in second place,
Yeah.
which demonstrates its status as a powerhouse for maritime support services.
Yeah, of course. And I guess it kind of just shows that centres like these, they're key to keeping the supply chain moving.
That's right, yeah. And away from ocean freight, in the air freight environment, the owners of Heathrow Airport unveiled a £10 billion investment plan last week. It said the plan will improve service levels, boost reliability, and unlock growth for Britain.
I know in the report it said that cargo handling especially will get a lift. I think they're looking at increasing it by about 20%, are they, for the capacity?
That's right, yeah. I think they want to make it an even more efficient gateway for
Yeah.
international markets. And it actually ties in nicely with what BIFA has been doing with Heathrow this year. Viewers might recall that BIFA launched an advisory body
Mm.
back in April to focus on the impact of the planned massive redevelopment of the cargo area at the airport and the associated freight management systems.
Yeah, I know that it's allowing members to kind of have that central role in those conversations with Heathrow, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah. And actually, I think the next meeting of that advisory body is on the Tuesday, the 29th of July,
Hmm.
and it will be held at the De Vere Grand Connaught Rooms in London, starting at ten o'clock in the morning, I think.
Yes.
It will hopefully provide attendees with an update on what's going on at the cargo estate
Hmm.
and as the redevelopment and what's been going on since the initial meeting at the BT Tower back in April.
Yes. Yeah, registration for that event is still open, but I think the deadline for numbers is tomorrow. So if you do want to attend, make sure that you register quickly.
Yeah, that could be done, I guess, from a link you'll provide in this as well.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be in the description.
Yeah. Staying with air freight, according to figures provided recently by the consultant Armstrong and Associates, Kuhn and Nagel retained its position as the top air freight forwarder last year,
Mhm.
as the market grew at a rapid rate, led by the e-commerce sector.
Yeah, I know that the report said that, despite the challenging market conditions, they've still increased by 5.5%, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I think it went up to by 5.5% up
Yeah.
to 2.1 million tons.
Mm.
So, and any viewers that are interested in seeing the full league table should go to the link that's in the panel below.
Yeah, I know that Air Cargo News, they did a good analysis of that as well, so we'll put that in the description, like you said.
Okay, brilliant.
Mhm.
And right, Brooke, I'd like to end this week's episode with something a little bit more personal.
Yeah,
Nick Blackum, who's sub-edited and laid out every issue of BIFA Link for the last 2
yeah.
decades, is busy preparing to take part in Transaid's Cork to Dublin Cycle
Mhm.
Challenge. He's going to be pedalling 200 miles over 3 days in September.
Yes. Yeah, I know that that's good to see, so I know that we'll get behind him with that.
Well, yeah, and hopefully, I mean, obviously, Transaid is BIFA's official charity partner,
Yeah.
and hopefully, one or two viewers might be willing to sponsor his fundraising for Transaid. I have, as indeed
Mhm.
as BIFA's events manager, Sharon Hammond. Well done, Sharon. But anybody else can do so by visiting the webpage in the link below.
Yeah, we'll make sure to include that as well. So perfect. Thank you so much, Ian, as always, for this update. I know that our members will find it of use. The links to everything we've discussed in today's episode will be in the description as always. That's all for today's edition of BIFA TV, your daily dose of industry information.
Today's episode of BIFA TV is sponsored by CNS. CNS Customs software simplifies declarations with powerful features that transform how businesses manage customs,